Have you ever gone to take a picture or a video and your phone gives you an error message and says out of storage space? Well, today I'm going to show you how to free up some storage space so you can take some more videos or some more pictures. Okay, there are several ways to free up some phone storage space. I'm going to show you today. If you're like most folks, you keep a lot of videos and a lot of pictures on your phone. I'm going to show you today how to move those pictures or videos to an external device to free up the space. The first one we're going to talk about would be a flash drive. We've all seen them. Now, the problem with this one is, if you can see right there, just want to show you, that is a USB-A connector is what this is called. Fits in a USB port. How am I going to get this connected to my phone? Let me show you. There's a little device. If you see, this is USB-A on this end, USB-C on this end, which is almost all phones in today's world have USB-C connector. All right, we can take this flash drive, plug it into this device, plug it directly into our phone, and then we have a place that we can put all the videos or pictures. Okay, that's one way. That's the very first way. The second way is an external hard drive. Okay, this one happens to be a Western Digital Passport. I've had it for several years. It also has a USB-A. We could take the same little adapter that we got, okay, plug it in, plug it into our phone. All right, that's number two. All right, here's another device that I use. This is actually just the enclosure that I'm showing you right here. Comes with a little cable that has USB-A and USB-C. I can plug it directly into my phone, okay? But inside of it, it has an internal hard drive. What I do is I have taken this hard drive out of an old laptop that I had, that the laptop, had some major problem that I wasn't going to spend a bunch of money fixing it. So I pull the hard drive out. I can put it in an enclosure like that and use it, okay, to store whatever, pictures, videos, files, whatever I want to store on it. I will link the things that I'm showing you in this video down in the description to my Amazon affiliate store. Okay, if you purchase from there, it will help the channel out. I will make a little bit of money. It'll help the channel out, help us grow. Okay, so I appreciate if you go down there and you if you're interested in purchasing any of these things, if you use that link, it's not going to cost you any more money, but it will help the channel make a little bit of money, okay? All right, hang on and I'll show you some other devices. Okay, another device we could use would be just a common SD card, okay? Or a micro SD card, okay? You would have to have a device like this one. It has multiple ports on it. You can see it has a USB-A there, but it has an SD card slot, and it also has a micro SD card slot. It's USB-C. It'll hook directly to your phone. You just plug whichever SD card type that you have into it, plug it into your phone. You got a way to move the pictures, videos, files, whatever you got on your phone that's taking up all the space. Okay, I've showed you several devices that we can use to move the videos, pictures, files, whatever from our phone to free up storage space. Hang on just a second. I'm going to flip you around and I'm going to show you my phone screen and show you exact steps to take to move that data. Hang on just a second. Okay, folks. Let's take a look at my Android phone. This is actually on my home screen of my phone. What we're going to look for is, even though I have it on my home screen, I'm going to show you how to get to it on your phone if you don't have it on your home screen. The first thing we're going to do is swipe up from the bottom to the top here. That'll bring up the app screen on your phone. And then we're just going to take our finger and swipe up slowly so we can scroll on the left-hand side down toward the bottom. You have a My Files icon. It's kind of an orangish yellow on the left-hand side. We're going to click on that. Now, when this comes up here, we will see toward the bottom it says storage. Okay? Now, the internal storage that you're seeing right there, that is what's on your phone. That's your phone storage. That internal storage is the phone storage. The USB storage 1 that we're seeing here is the external hard drive that I plugged in. I actually plugged in the external hard drive that I showed you that was in the little enclosure, the little M2 type hard drive. You will also see, and we will talk about these in a few minutes, OneDrive and Google Drive. Okay, but right now we're going to concentrate on getting pictures from our phone, and we're going to put them on the USB storage drive. What I would suggest first is to click on the USB storage drive, and let's go create a folder over here. Okay, if you look at the very top of your screen on the right hand side, you will see 3 little dots. We're going to click those 3 little dots, see where it says create folder. Okay, we're going to click on create folder. Now I'm just going to name this, I'm just going to use my keyboard here and name this Files from Phone Well, if I could type Files from Phone, see, fat fingers always makes me type all crazy. Files from Phone 2025 or something to that effect. You can name it whatever you want to. Click the create button, and there we have that folder is on our USB storage drive. Now, if we go to the very top left-hand corner, the little arrow pointing to the left, click on that, and it takes us back to where we started. Okay, now I'm just taking my finger and scrolling up or down, but I'm going to scroll it up. We're going to click on internal storage because that's the phone. Click on internal storage. Okay. For the most part, your pictures will probably be in the folder right here that says DCIM. Okay, I'm just going to click on that. All right, and then you'll see a bunch of folders that I have created here that have pictures or videos or whatever in them. Okay, let's go up and click on the one that says Bear. That is our boxer dog that he is about 6 or 7 years old. I'd have to look it up. But just by looking at these files right here, if you look on the right hand side, it's got some number and then it's got .jpg. Well, that is a picture file. If we look at the very next one and it says .mp4, that is a video type file. So it's just depending. I could go and rename all these so I knew exactly what they were, but I'm not interested in that. I'm just going to show you how to move these today. So let's start at the very top, the very top one. I'm going to hold my finger down on it for just a second until this screen changes, and you'll see it change. See how it changed and moved everything to the right? And then we got a circle on the left-hand side that has a little check mark in it. That means that that very first file is selected. Okay? So if I want to select, say, the first 5 files, I can go over and click on the little circle, and you'll see that that one now is blue checked. That one is blue checked. So if I select the first 5, Okay. And then down at the bottom of the screen, you see it says move, copy. Well, if we want to take them from the phone and put them on the hard drive, the external hard drive that we have connected, we want to move them. Okay. So we're going to click move. Well, when I click move, then we come to this screen. At the very top, it says my files. Right under that, it says internal storage. And then right beside that, it says USB storage 1. Okay, well, we're going to copy them to that USB storage 1 because that's the external hard drive we have plugged in. So we're going to click it. Okay, and then folder that we created a few minutes ago, Files from Phone 2025, I'm going to click that because that's where we want to put them, is inside that folder. Okay, the very bottom of the screen on the right hand side, it says move here. I'm going to click that. Boom. They are moved there. Okay, now we're back on the phone storage from where we copied them from. Okay, so go to the very top of the screen on the left hand side, the little back arrow pointing to the left there. We're going to click it. We're going to click it again, and we're going to click it one more time so we get back to the very first place we started, where it says internal storage or USB 1. Now let's click on the USB storage 1 and let's go look. Okay, there's the folder we created. Let's click on that. And there's the 5 files that we just moved. It's as easy as that. Okay, now obviously, if your phone's running out of storage, you're probably going to have a lot of videos and a lot of pictures. If that's what's causing it to run out of storage, most of the time it is. Most of the time it's videos or pictures that folks our age have taken of their grandkids or their kids, or if you've been on vacation and you took a ton of pictures and you never ever take any off your phone, at some point you're going to get to a point where you're going to run out of storage on your phone. Okay? All right. All of those devices that I showed you today in the beginning of the video, all of those hard drives, flash drives, SD cards, any of those things will work exactly the same way that we just did this. And that is by taking whichever one of those devices, like I showed you before, on my phone, on most phones in today's world, you're going to have a USB port or USB connector, I should say, because you have a USB port, USB-C port on your phones. And that goes for iPhones, any Android phones, whatever in today's world. But you need something that will plug into the USB-C port, whether it's the little adapter that I showed you, the bigger USB will plug into the adapter, or whether it's some cable that's made for USB-C. You plug it in, you're going to transfer the files exactly like I just showed you. Okay, let me explain to you what OneDrive or Google Drive is. What this actually is OneDrive would be Microsoft. Google is actually Google, okay? Amazon also has a place that you can do the same thing. But let me explain to you what it is. It is a bunch of really high-powered, really strong computers that are hooked to the internet, but they have a tremendous amount of storage space, and they will rent you a certain amount of that storage space for whatever the cost is. It may be $10 a month. It may be $3,000 a month, depending. If there's a big company that needs to use their storage space and they need a really extraordinary amount of storage space, okay, they could rent that storage space from Microsoft on OneDrive, or Google on Google Drive. Amazon has a product that they will do that. Well, that's called cloud storage, okay? There are some big benefits to that. Number one is, if you have your let's say that you have a laptop, all right, and you have OneDrive connected, and you're paying whatever the amount is for the amount of storage that you need to put all your videos, all your pictures, all your files that you want to keep, you know, and never lose on OneDrive, let's say. Let's just use OneDrive as an example. Okay. Well, let's say that 2 years down the road, for some reason, your laptop dies, and it's not, you probably could fix it, but the amount of money that it would cost you to fix it would not make it worth it to fix it. So you decide you're going to get a new laptop. Okay. But now you're like, oh my goodness, in the old days, if we had all of our stuff on a hard drive, on a computer or a laptop, and that device failed, let's say the hard drive failed, because they will fail at some point. Okay. Let's say that the hard drive fails, you lose all of your data. With cloud storage, okay, which is OneDrive or Google Drive or whatever, if your laptop, like I was saying, if your laptop dies and you have to get a new one, you hook it up, you connect your computer to OneDrive. Like I was saying, we're going to talk about OneDrive. If you connect it and you sign back into OneDrive, your computer will download all of your stuff that you have on OneDrive, and you don't have to do anything else. It's all saved. It's all safe. Let's say that you have a laptop, but you also have a desktop computer. A lot of people do. I do. A lot of people do. And let's say that you want to be able to share that data. Okay, all you have to do is sign into OneDrive, sign into your Microsoft account on both computers, and you have all your stuff right there. That's a big advantage. The big disadvantage is the cost, in my opinion. Okay, I would rather have an external hard drive. All right. Can this fail and you lose all your stuff? Absolutely. If you want it, if it's something that is critical that you have and never lose, I would put it on multiple hard drives or whatever, flash drives or whatever. Hey, make sure if you have any technical questions, leave them in the comments. I'll read through those. Maybe you'll see your question addressed in a future video. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure you stay tuned, because we will be addressing more technical tips and more technical questions in the future. And until we see you again, y'all have a great one.